Hello, and welcome back to Gadget at thetechstop.net. It's the place where it's always time to get your geek on. I'm Father Robert Balaser of the Society of Jesus. I'm a member of the California province of the Jesuits. We are the largest religious order in the Catholic Church, and we're here at the Jesuit Conference in Washington, D.C. Now, I've got a piece of gear on this week's show that's, well, kind of interesting, because it's not just new, it's not just shiny, it's not just useful, but it kind of, well, creates a new genre of office equipment. We've had Ergotron on the show before, and they've brought us some very high-quality gear, everything from the LX dual arm, which allows you to bolt two LCD monitors to your desk and adjust them as you want, to the tilt stand, which will let you position your laptop or your projector in precisely the right angle, to the Ergotron mobile workstation, which let you trug your desktop from one place to another with ease. Now, what they've done is they've combined several of their products into something that, well, just gives you a lot of flexibility. It lets you use your desktop standing or sitting, or somewhere in between. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ergotron WorkFit. The WorkFit is a new mobile workstation from Ergotron, designed not only to ease the transportation of your workstation from one place to another, but also to quickly and easily switch your working position from sitting to standing. This feature makes the WorkFit unique among all computer-tailored office furniture. For our review, Ergotron sent us the WorkFit C-Mod, designed for dual LCD monitors up to 22 inches wide. Out of the box, the WorkFit comes with all the pieces, parts, and most of the tools required to complete assembly. You'll need a Phillips screwdriver and an adjustable wrench, but everything else is part of the kit. All of the individual pieces have been packaged to prevent scratching during transit, and everything is labeled and documented in the instructions. Assembly begins with the base of the unit, the heaviest part of the WorkFit. This pre-assembled piece includes the support column, tension spring for the lift, and space legs that give the WorkFit both stability and a small footprint. The mobility of the WorkFit is provided by 4 large caster wheels, each with a ball-bearing pivot point and a durable rubberized surface. The 2 front wheels have a locking mechanism that allows you to tack your WorkFit into place. The caster wheels are attached to the base with finger tension and secured with a wrench. With the base standing on its wheels, you then attach the LCD lift to its mounting point on the main column. 4 bolts hold the LCD lift to the column and double as mounting posts for the front-mounted user box. This box acts as the foundation for a large steel-backed worktable attached to the top of the cable management box. Under the box, a keyboard mouse tray is mounted on a slide-up assembly that allows you to tuck your input devices out of the way to maximize space when not in use. The mouse platform can be pushed from one side to the other to accommodate both right and left-handed users, and the keyboard mouse assembly tilts to allow you to adjust your peripherals to the most comfortable position. The user box also hides your cables, adapters, and anything else that you might want to keep out of sight. The upper arm gives several mounting options for the LCD crossbar, depending on which model of WorkFit you're using. For our C-Mod, the crossbar is mounted to the LCD lift by 4 screws. 2 VESA standard C-clamps are then attached to the LCDs and slid onto the crossbar, adjusted as needed. Each C-clamp is tilted inward to give the LCD monitors the proper orientation to surround the user. The WorkFit is rated to support LCD monitors up to 22 inches wide and 28 pounds heavy, but we managed to just squeeze 2 24-inch monitors at a total of 45 pounds. However, that configuration is not recommended as it will add to the flex of the crossbar and make it impossible to pivot the monitors freely. At the back of the WorkFit is the CPU holder. Any CPU up to 52 inches around and 40 pounds heavy can be attached to the WorkFit. 2 sets of brackets fit into the mounting channel of the main column. A cable harness is then wrapped around the CPU before being affixed to the back of the cart by those same 2 brackets. A single bolt on the main column allows you to adjust tension on the spring-loaded lift. A smaller spring that supports the monitors can be individually adjusted by a small bolt on the LCD arm. A plastic cap covers the top of the lift column, giving the assembly a last piece of finish. Using the WorkFit redefines computer-tailored office furniture. The WorkFit is a very stable platform, even for our oversized monitors and overweight CPU. With all the cables tucked away into the cable management slots, transporting our production workstation became as simple as unplugging the network and power connections. The WorkFit also made it easy to adjust the workstation to our exact liking. With 20 inches of lift in the main column and 5 inches in the LCD arm, you can sit or stand while working, with the display set for your optimal viewing angle. There is no tilt, but each monitor can rotate freely through 360 degrees. The keyboard mouse tray is well designed with enough tilt to accommodate just about any personal preference, and the work table transforms Ergotron's mobile offerings from a temporary mobile workspace to a true piece of office furniture. In all, the Ergotron WorkFit is a thoughtfully engineered product that gives you a workstation with a high degree of mobility, utility, and flexibility in a package that is both stylish and unobtrusive. The Ergotron WorkFit is available now. You can find it for between $700 and $850, depending on its configuration. What most impresses me about the WorkFit is that Ergotron didn't try to reinvent the wheel. They already had a very stable platform in the Ergotron mobile workstation, and that's clearly what they've used at the bottom. They've also given us several products that are ideal for mounting multiple monitors, or a monitor and a laptop, or whatever it might be, and that's what they've used up top. They've also given us products that help us to organize our desktops, our keyboards, and our mice, and that's what they've put on the front. They could have created a brand new product that may or may not have worked, but instead they decided to use some of the products that have already gone through various revisions and give us an amalgam that is clearly more than the sum of its parts. Now, we're actually going to be using this particular WorkFit around our office. We've got our monitors mounted. You can see that we've got a desktop here. This is actually our video editing station. And what this will let us do is move it from office to office when needed. We don't have to dedicate an office for video editing, but rather anyone who needs more storage, anyone who needs more screen space, anyone who needs more processing power can roll it in without an IT person. And in that sense, it multiplies the resources that we already have. Now, there is one big problem. Price. $700 to $850. That's not chump change. That's not a trip to IKEA. That's actually an investment. Now, you can't look at it as just a cool desk. I mean, it is very cool that it can be adjusted to be used while sitting or while standing, that you can put the monitors exactly where you need them, that you can rotate them, that you can do all of those cool uber geek things, but that's not going to justify the price. What will justify the price is when you start to realize that in having it mobile, in having it mounted, in having it so easy to move from one place to another, you do multiply what you already have. I can now have a really nice setup that multiple employees can use without having to disrupt their schedule or rearrange their office or their cubicle. And when you're talking about a larger office, that can be a significant savings. Past the price, there is one other thing that I'd like to see changed, not just in future editions of the WorkFit, but in this one, and that is the module system. Now, you can buy the WorkFit in several configurations, 2 monitors, a monitor and a laptop, or a large screen, but the problem is that in order to do that, you have to buy the entire kit, even though the only thing that really changes is the top. I'd like to see Ergotron offer us just the top modules so that we can leverage any resources that we've already put into the WorkFit system. Even with all of that, if you are looking for something that's going to multiply the resources that you've already invested in your office, if you're looking for something that will let your desktop be used standing or sitting, depending on, how you need to use it, if you're looking for something that is stylish, that is uber geek chic, and is very useful, please check out the Ergotron WorkFit. You can find out more about it by going to their website at www.ergotron.com, or you can go to our website at www.thetechstop.net. I'm Father Robert Balaser. This is the Jesuit Conference in Washington, D.C. And remember, there's no uber geek without you.